everyone, my name is Tiffany and this is my channel, Who's Your Handmade. Thank you so much for stopping by today. In today's video, it's another episode of #Friday Sews. If that sounds interesting to you, stick around. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you will consider subscribing before you leave. I would love to get to know you better and welcome you into the sewing community. And as always, thank you so much to each one of my friends who are tuning in again today. Thank you for taking time out of your Friday to spend a little bit of it with me. It means so very much to me. Thank you so much for your friendship. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like this kind of content and leave a comment down below. What has your sewing week looked like? Have you had time in your sewing space, or has life got in the way? Let me know down below what you've been working on and what you have coming up. I'd love chatting with you. This is a #Friday Sews video, so I'll be catching you up on my week of sewing as well, although there has not been very much of that around here. First of all, let's talk about what I'm wearing. This is my favorite pattern of all time. This is one of my versions of the Ellie and Max Staycation dress. I do have plans to make another one of these. This is some beautiful rib knit from Hobby Lobby. I love their rib knit, and I have my eyeball on some rib knit actually that's in their stores right now. So we will talk about that when we get to the portion of my stash progress. So today's episode of #Friday Sews, I do want to talk to you a little bit about what I've been sewing and then catch you up on life. And I thought we could go over my stash progress for the month of March. So let's get into what I've been sewing. It honestly has not been hardly anything. We did go camping over the weekend and that just ate up all of my sewing time. I do sew a lot on the weekends, that Friday and Saturday afternoon nap time session. I am sewing away up here and I did not get that last week. So I have managed to come up here a few evenings this week, and what I've worked on is some shirring. So I showed last week on my last Friday Sews the Styla Abingdon dress that I'm working on for my Easter dress. It was hanging on Bernadette. Not much to look at right now, but I have done a little bit of shirring. This is a sleeve piece, and you add shirring down here at the bottom hem, and I've done some really pretty shirring. It takes you a minute to get back up on the proverbial shirring horse. But once you figure it out and you remember what you were doing, it's really not that hard at all. So I've done some shirring here, and they do give you some instructions in the Styla Abingdon instruction tutorial on how to do shirring. But what I've actually done is found myself going back to this pattern, this McCall's M8283 little dress. I made this for Addie last June, I believe, and it does feature shirring at the neckline and there at the sleeves. You can see on that little girl, I made that little version for Addie, and it is so cute. And the instructions in this McCall's pattern were really great for shirring. So I've pulled that pattern back out. I pulled those instructions back out, and that's been really useful in remembering what to do for shirring. I also did a video, and I'll link that down below. I gave some tips, some very beginner tips for shirring, some things that I learned last time, and I went back and watched that video as well, and that was really helpful to me as well. So I'm excited to keep going on my Abingdon dress. The big question is, can I get it done before Easter? I don't know. I'm gonna try. I do, as of right now, have a Friday and Saturday sewing session scheduled into my weekend, so we will see if I can get it done. I have to do the shirring on another sleeve in the front and back bodice, and then I'll have to put all the pieces together, including a bottom gathered ruffle. Sounds like a lot of work. So hopefully I can get that Abingdon together for a Easter look for myself. Coming up on the channel on Tuesday, I hope to go over my plans, my buying plans for my buying month. I have went 3 months now with no pattern and no fabric buying at all. I'm so proud of myself. It was a great challenge that I rolled over from last year. If you want more information about my stash challenge, I'll link that video down below for you as well. You can catch up on my strategy for how I'm using my stash. So let's just get right into my stash progress for the month of March. I do like to keep totals. It is encouraging to me. It's a way to keep me encouraged on my journey to use my stash. So I'm writing down all of these wins, and I encourage you to do the same. Write down your wins and pat yourself on the back if you are in the middle of the stash challenge as well. Let's start with how many makes I made in the month of March. Now, if I get my Abingdon done in time for Easter, I will have had 5 makes for the month of March. Easter majorly took over the month of March for me, and that's really what I focused on. I have made 2 free Grow With Me pajamas for Addie. Those will be counted for my So Frugal makes. Those are the only ones I'm probably going to get made for that challenge this year, and I made those way at the beginning of March. So thankfully I kicked out those free projects for So Frugal quickly. And then of course I made Addie's Easter outfit. I showed that last Friday. Did a little Easter dress parade. So I made her the Little Lizard King Lane and the Little Lizard King Clover bonnet. Both of those will be for her Easter outfit for this year. It turned out wonderfully. I had a great time designing that. Thank you so much for all of your kind comments about all of the Easter dresses I have made Addie. It's been an absolute dream to make beautiful little dresses for her. And then that 5th make will be, hopefully, fingers crossed, it will be the Styla Abingdon for myself. If I can finish that before Easter, over this weekend, that will be my 5th make. For new patterns tried here in the month of March, there will be only one if I can get the Abingdon done. That will be the new pattern that I tried here in the month of March. I did have a quite large usage of yardage from this month. Easter really helped me eat into the yardage. The little dress that I made for Addie was quite fabric hungry. So over the month of March, I have ended up using 11 yards of fabric over all of my 5 projects, and I'm gonna go ahead and count those 11 yards even if I don't get my Abingdon done, because it's cut out. It's completely cut out, and that yardage is out of my stash now. So 11 yards used in the month of March. So what's my grand total for usage from these 3 months? So January, February, and March. Like I said, I've done no buying, no adding into my stash. What have I used yardage-wise from my stash? Drum roll. I have used 30 yards of fabric out of my stash, and I am so pleased with that number. That is a lot of yardage out of my little cubicles, off those little bolts. I have really went through a lot of yardage, and I'm very happy with that number. Now, what's coming up for the month of April? April will be a conscientious buying month. I want to be careful. I want to be very thoughtful with what I'm buying, but I will have the opportunity to buy some patterns and some fabrics that I'll be needing that I haven't bought in the last 3 months. So like I said on Tuesday, I hope to talk to you about what I plan to buy. I hope to stick to that plan, not to deviate too much from it and add too much back into my stash. I do like my strategy of buying no more than my most prolific month. So in January, I was able to sew up 16 yards of fabric. So for my buying month for April, I'm going to try to stay under that 16 yard number. Hopefully I will not be adding any more into my stash past those 16 yards. Is this stash challenge worth it? Is it worth to do those 3 months of no buying, to put myself through that? And the answer is definitely yes. I am getting better and better at staying away from temptation. I'm not really tempted at all to purchase patterns. I always think, you know, I can wait until April, add it to the list, and I can wait until April. Even those brand new patterns with the percentage off that they usually offer, that doesn't even tempt me. I just think to myself, you know, if you really want it, put it on your list and you can just buy it in April. I don't want to get sucked into the trap of buying things while they're on sale. That is very typical for me. That's one of the reasons my stash is so big. I've been the fear of FOMO, fear of missing out. I wanted to take advantage of those sales, and that's what's got my stash into such quantities as it is. So even though sales have not tempted me, I've been really good at just writing things down, making a list, and waiting for April. So if you have a stash challenge going on, let me know down below in the comments. How have you done in the month of March? I love keeping up with your stash challenge. It encourages me, and it really encourages me to share my journey with you guys as well. You're my accountability partner. So thank you so much for that. Like I said, we did go camping over the weekend. That took up our entire weekend. It's a little chilly here in Indiana. The weather is supposed to warm up though, so we're really excited for some warm weather. We were excited to get home on Sunday afternoon. I was very excited. We were still not 100% feeling 100%, and my daughter and I have even been a little bit stuffy nose and coughing even this week. So we're just ready for warm weather, for the sunshine to heal us all. I'm gonna put some cute little pictures at the end of Addie with our cows, Lily and Annabelle's twins, Sunny and Cher. They are so cute and they're growing, and Addie loves going out there and helping her daddy take care of the cows. So I'll put those at the end of this video. And Easter is coming up this Sunday. So Easter is obviously a very large holiday for my family, but it's not about those poofy dresses. It's not about the Easter bunny. It is indeed about the sacrifice that our Lord and Savior gave to us. He died so that we may live. So we're going to be celebrating with our family on Easter Sunday. If you do not have a home church to go to for Easter, Easter is a great time to slip into a service. I will leave my church's information down below in the description box. Now I know you're likely not anywhere near my church, but we do live stream our services. So if you want to tune in on Easter Sunday to an Easter service, I want to extend an invitation to you. I think that's going to do it for this Friday Sews video. Hopefully I will come back next Friday with a finished Abingdon dress. Let's see if I can get it done this weekend. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, a very happy, blessed Easter with your family. I will see you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.